Hey guys, it's M, and today we're going to be doing a casual Invincible versus tier list. We've had a lot of the pros talk about where these characters are placed, and yes, there is probably going to be a lot of overlap between this and that, but on the more average side of things, I think some of these placements are a little bit different, and I'd love to go into that. I've played about 150 rounds of Invincible versus, at least 120 confirmed, because this is the game where everyone likes to disconnect. I am in platinum ranks. I have about 6,000 rank points, so I've been around the block is what I'm getting at, and I would just like to talk about this, so let's get into it. First, we have Invincible. I think Invincible is just one of the best characters in the game. He's super easy. He has stupid range. He has a lot of really stupid things that he can do. He's just John Invincible. I really don't know what else to say about him. His lariat is really good. It did just get nerfed, but I would still say it's pretty good. It covers a nice chunk of the screen. The only thing is it doesn't cover the entire screen. His level 1, if you're dashing or anything like that, he can just immediately catch you. His back level 1 is armored, so if you're trying to pressure him and he gets a little startled, he can't just wake up and level 1 you. He's just a really good character. I mean, even his combos, if you don't want to go crazy, you just want to go, let me do 3 EXs. He can just do that. He can just go, nailed it, nailed it, nailed it. I'm ending this. Like, he can just do that. So, like, genuinely just the perfect character. He doesn't really have a ton of weaknesses. Eve, the nerf did just come out for her, and we're gonna have to see how that goes. But for me, I would say Eve is a pretty decent character when it comes to assists. Her level 1 is still pretty big. It still covers a giant chunk of the screen, but playing her, I just don't think she's that good. I don't think there's a ton of crazy stuff she's doing. Her controls are kind of weird compared to most of the cast. Her zoning is okay. It's cool that she can fly around. It's the best I can give her, to be honest. Just in neutral, I don't think she's that good. There's not a ton she's doing in neutral. I'm like, oh shit. The coolest thing I would say she has is probably her EX projectile that she can do. It's kind of it. Everything else she has is like, okay. So yeah, and considering her level 1 just got nerfed, I think I'm gonna leave her in B. It is really nice that it's super high level. Her assist is really good, but in mid-level, people don't tend to play around assists like that to begin with, so I'm gonna have to leave her there. Battle Beast is the armor mongrel. There is a good chance you can beat a lot of people online with him because they'll just press into you. Big thing with this game, especially at like intermediate and down, is sometimes people will get really excited and they'll just be like, I'm gonna press into you. Battle Beast can just cut that off. Battle Beast can just go, and I'm armoring now, and my armor move beats your armor move, and you're now in a combo. His combos are pretty good. His range is pretty good. He has in pretty easy loop. If you're near the wall, he can just go 1, 2, 3, bounce, 1, 2, 3, bounce. Too weak to live. Like he's a pretty neat character. The only problem he has is that he can't fly. Not being able to fly in this game, it doesn't sound like that big of a problem until you have to catch anyone who can throw things at you. The second you run into projectile characters, you're just going to struggle. And for that mainly, I would put him in B. The armor is really cool. When you get in and you're getting your combos off, he feels great. The second you have to fight anyone who throws stuff at you, which is a good chunk of the cast, or can just outrange him, he struggles. So I'm gonna leave him there. Bulletproof, if you like Invincible but don't want to be good, you can play Bulletproof. Bulletproof doesn't really have anything, like, he's not bad, it's just Mark exists. Everything he has is just a lesser version of what Mark has. The best thing I guess Bulletproof has is that his EX has a little like Android 17 cross up in it, and he has a dive. The dive is pretty decent at catching newer players. It's pretty fast. It can be good if you want to cross up with your assist and you're like on the top of the screen, but other than that, it kind of stinks. Again, it might catch some newer players, but once people notice, he is flying down, he cannot cancel, and I can do any armored or invincible move and just kill him, like, if someone has a level 3 and they just go, what if I didn't want to do that? They can just kill him. So I don't really have much else to say about him. Rex is pretty wormy. Rex is a character that can just run around throwing shit, and you kind of have to respect his space. There's a lot of times he'll go so high up on the screen, you're just kind of sitting there like, The other thing is his routes are pretty weird. Like, there's certain things you can press with a lot of the more generic characters and they'll just work. Some of them just don't work on Rex. Like, if you hit down triangle with Rex's routes normally, it'll just go into hard knockdown, so you have to follow up his stuff really quick. So yeah, I think he's good. He can kind of just just keep the screen full of random bullshit or just get away from you. He also has this little wall jump. He's neat. He cannot fly though, and his dash sucks. Those are really the two weaknesses I would say this character has, because for some reason he has this unique dash where he cannot block or anything, and he just scuttles across the map. I don't know what that decision was, but it kind of stinks. So I'm gonna leave him there. Thula's going to be for me. Thula has really good range. Her level 3 is really nutty. Her level 3 goes pretty far. Main issue is with her is that her hair extends her hitbox. Someone like Rex can just throw shit at you the entire time and you're like, okay, I have to catch him eventually. Thula, she's kind of risking her neck if she's throwing out her hair consistently, because you can just whack her. There's a lot of times if you're playing Thula, you might just go out for a quick hair flick and then you'll just get smacked and you're sitting there, ha. That did reach me. It did reach me because I'm playing Piranha Plant. So I think I'd have to leave her there. She has some pretty easy EX loops. Like you can knock someone down and then just jump and then do her down special over and over again, which is nice. Like I said, her level 3 is pretty good. Rex also, her and Rex both have back armored level 1s, which is really nice because if someone gets up in your face and they start pressuring you, you can just pop that. Her whip hair level 1, the other one is fine. It's really just the fact that she extends her hitbox. I don't think there's really much wrong with her other than the fact that characters like Rex and Eve and Robot and Cecil and Elemental and Powerplex can just throw things and they don't really have a ton of risk. Thula does. So I'd leave her there. Robot, I haven't run into a ton of Robot players, but I would say he's pretty good. Missiles are very annoying. They will just come down and catch the top of your dome. He has beams that can cover pretty much the entire bottom of the screen or wherever he happens to be. He has a pretty good dive. Yes, it is unsafe, but if you cover it up with assists or something, it can be pretty good. Even if someone's not great as Robot, he has a lot of little goofy things he can do, like his EX timeout thing that pops you up and gives you a combo. Again, yes, it is unsafe. However, it is a great get off me tool. I really don't know what else to say. I think I'd just leave him in A. Other than some of his melee moves being unsafe, if he has to basically throw his entire ass out to do it, he's good. He can control space pretty well. His EXs are pretty good. He's a pretty good assist alongside that. So I would leave him there. Monster Girl, this is after her buff, to be fair. Because before, if Monster Girl did her dash and then she punched, she lost all of her momentum. That is not a thing anymore. Thank everybody for that. But the thing is with Monster Girl, her movement sucks. Monster Girl just deadass has the worst movement in the game. And once you start playing at the intermediate level, you notice how important movement is. If you're fighting against Rex or Robot or pretty much anyone who has a projectile, it is hell for Monster Girl because, again, she's really slow, she has the worst dash in the game, and she has no projectile. She can't even like yunk throw out something, hope it hits your guard, and then try to tag in or anything like that. She just is out. And you gotta catch. Yes, it is cool that she has EX armor moves and her damage is really good, but she needs characters to cover her because by herself, it's grim. If you get into a sudden death with this character and you're fighting against like Cecil, you should not win that. I will tell you now, you should not win that. The only way you are taking that is if the Cecil misplays, because there's no shot. Rex, Robot, Powerplex even, I would say should just take that matchup because you should not be able to get in at all. She just does not have anything to really get in against characters that want to just back up. So that's the main reason I have to leave her there. Other than that, I think her armored level 1 coming through, that one's okay. I believe it's frame 1 invincible, so that's nice. Or frame 1 armored, I should say. Her one where it's like, I got a present for you, and she starts pummeling you, that's pretty good for damage. Her specials are pretty nice, like her EX grab just being one attack that comes out really fast is good, but her movement sucks, and that's, you really can't escape that at the end of the day. Omni-Man is one of the best characters in the game. Even at a casual level, I would say he's one of the best characters in the game. His boom, that projectile is pretty good. His movement is pretty good because again, he can fly, he's a Viltrumite. He can pop his EX hop over thing that breaks armor, is an overhead. Just, he can do that at any time, which is really good. It covers a lot of the screen. It covers more than you think it does, I guarantee that. It's just a really good move that he can just pop out. The only real negative I could say it has is that if it catches an assist, he gets stuck in the animation, but and then he has an armored uppercut he can pop out, so if he gets startled, he just catches you. His level 3 can hit anywhere on the screen. If you whiff anything and you're negative, listen to me, and he can just catch you. I don't believe there's anything you can do about it. He's just going to hit you from anywhere, and that's really strong. So to wrap it all up, he has a pretty much instant overhead. He can beat armor of any sort, including some supers. Yes, he can't beat level 3s, but who can? He's kind of got it all. He doesn't have the best zoning in the game, sure. However, that's really the only downside he has. Everything else is pretty good. Cecil is great if you're a bitch. Cecil is a great bitch character because you can just run away the entire time. You pop some shots, my time is valuable. Lights. That's really all he needs to do. He is a great time waster. Do I think he's the strongest character? No, but he's so annoying that I think I have to put him there. He's probably the best zoner in this game. He will put you through the ringer. I'm not saying he's uncatchable, but he is really, really, really annoying. I have run into some good players. There was one guy I ran into that had Cecil, Elemental, and someone else. And every time I got to Cecil, he managed to waste so much of the timer. If Cecil does not want to have you come in, he has so many ways of just watch it, missiles, watch it. His assist is pretty good. I gotta put him there. They did nerf his movement, which is nice. It makes him running away not as easy to do, but fuck, I still think he's an S. And also the fact that Lights is a unsnappable or unbreakable super is crazy. It is pretty nuts. I don't know if they're going to nerf that. I'm not saying they need to. The other thing, I guess, for Omni-Man, I also have to throw that in. Omni-Man's level 1 you also cannot snap out of because he's most likely either going to knock you away from the assist breaker or he's just going to hit them. Cecil, Lights, it is just an animation, so there's nothing to snap out of, which is very annoying. Long story short, Cecil's great if you love running. If you play Starward, you're probably gonna love Cecil, to be honest. Elemental, she's fine. She's one of those characters that has weirder routes. I think I'm gonna put Anissa in the same tier, to be honest. They both have the same problem where their routes aren't really traditional. Like, Elemental does not have a ground thunker. She doesn't have any move that ground bounces. So most people who play her at a decent level, they're going to be hitting like 1-2 boost cancel, 1-2 boost cancel, 1-2 boost cancel, then maybe a super, which is kind of annoying in my opinion. The best thing that I would say Elemental has is her rock. Like, yeah, Elemental does have some zoner stuff, like good luck freezing. That move beating pretty much every projectile in the game is pretty good, but she has to spend bar for it, and if it misses, oh well. Other than that, her if she does the un-EX'd version, it takes too long, and there's a good chance most characters can just zip behind you and level 3 you or something. I've had that happen before. I did it to somebody. So, other than that, rock. Most Elemental players will tell you her best thing is her rock, because she can just go full screen or hit a knockdown, pop a rock up, and now you have to deal with that rock. And if you're playing a person who doesn't have projectiles, this sucks. Like, Monster Girl versus Elemental is horrendous because you always have to punch this rock. And what's the Elemental player doing? Pretty much anything else, because the rock is just sitting there now. So she can just sit behind the rock and just go pew pew, good luck freezing, good luck freezing. Like, she can do literally anything she wants because now rock's up, and then she can pop up too if she does EX. So yeah, and she can combo off rock if it lands and you happen to be in front of her. So I think I have to put her in B, just mainly because of the rock. The rock is nuts. Good luck freezing is pretty neat, but the rock is really good. And against more aggressive players, they're going to struggle to get in. If you're fighting someone that doesn't have a projectile, they're going to struggle to get in against you if you're playing Elemental. So I'm gonna leave her there. Anissa is just a really funky character. I don't really know how else to explain it. A lot of her routes, they're not as traditional. A lot of characters can just go 1 2 3 launch, 1 2 3 down, or 1 2 3 EX, 1 2 3 EX. Like, they can do easy stuff like that. The only EX loop that Anissa has pretty easily is if you're on the ground and you do accept your weakness punch, accept your weakness punch, accept. Like, that's really the only one she has. Other than that, kind of like Elemental, your main strat you're going to want to do with her is boost boost canceling, which I'd say boost canceling is a higher level strat. You're not going to see most people in this game doing that. Her movement is really good. Her EX move where she just dashes and covers the entire screen is really good. I don't really know what else to say about her. I think she's a more difficult character. There's a reason you're going to see her at tournaments and then like Sonic Fox playing her, but when you hop online, you're most likely not going to just be seeing her like that. That's why. So I'm gonna leave her there. Lucan's issue is that he is super negative on most of his shit missing. He has this one belly flop he can do when he's in the air. If it misses, you can kind of just blow him up, and it's super obvious. If he misses his throw, it's again super obvious, and you can just beat the shit out of him. If he misses his kind of stubby level 1 and level 3, you can just beat the shit out of him. He is one of the slowest Viltrumites, and I would say that he's probably the worst one now that I'm thinking about it. He's got some quirky stuff which is neat, I guess, but I've never seen a Lucan and been like, there's that Lucan move that I hate. Like, he just doesn't do much. I really don't know what else to say about him. He's just awkwardly unsafe on most of his shit whiffing. He doesn't have a projectile. He has to kind of stub his way in. Yeah. I mean, I think his shoulder super might be like, it might be a frame 1 armored, which is neat. That's all I got. Second, he has to get in against anyone with good zoning or something. He's going to struggle. He's a little better than Monster Girl, Smile, which is, again, one of the worst moving characters in the game, so... But yeah, I'd leave him there. Powerplex, I think Powerplex is fine. His EX Fry, that move is pretty good. It beats most projectiles and you can just toss it out. It does a fair bit of damage. Other than that, I mean, he has an armored level 1, which is fine. His forward level 1, where he's like, you deserve this, that move is pretty good. If people whiff anything, you can just throw that out. You're most likely going to hit them. I also want to say it makes any tag-in safe. A thing with tag-ins, if you're hitting guard or something, you can get level 3'd out of that. Not so much with Powerplex. Powerplex's level 1 will just cover you. Other than that, his combos just kind of, they exist. Even when I watch some pro level people play him, their main plot when they knock down, if they didn't just do special cancels, was to just do his side special, which pops up from a really weird angle. There's a lot of times you'll just zip forward, he'll do the shock, and then you jump up to follow up again, and you'll be slightly under them. It's weird. I think he's fine. He can throw out some stuff, but he's not like Rex or Robot or even Elemental. I don't think his projectile compares to any of those guys, but he has some. He's kind of a in-between of both worlds. He doesn't really do neutral the craziest. He doesn't do his projectiles the craziest, but he has both of those things, so I'd leave him there. Also, he has the amped thing. I don't really have a ton to say on it. It is cool. It's like... doesn't really affect much of what I think about the character, to be honest. Duplicate, I think Duplicate's going in C. The real unfortunate thing with Duplicate is, let me say it like this. She can't fly. Her normal movement is okay, but not being able to fly hurts a lot of these characters. And unlike Battle Beast, she can't just throw out armor to compensate for that. Her main thing is her clones, which her clone mix-ups are pretty cool. The problem is the clones kind of suck because after they do their thing, they have to slowly walk back to her. There's a good chance if you're playing this kind of fast game that the other person might just flick or do something and hit your clones. If you call out 2 clones and they happen to hit anything, you're most likely losing 10% because you tried to go for pressure, which is nuts. I had a situation where I did push block and a clone died, and I don't know if that's normal, but that's fucking horrendous garbage if push block just kills her clones. Her main weakness is her clones, but that is her main gimmick, which kind of sucks for her. I'm not going to lie to you. So I think for that by itself, I gotta put her in C. Her other things are fine, like her level 1, cool. I always have backup. It makes it so her combo bar doesn't drop, which is nice. But the clone thing and the not being able to fly thing are so bad that I cannot really put her in B or anything. Alan, I think Alan's really good on the ground. He has some pretty decent range. When he hits his ground punch, that move covers a nice chunk of space. I think his damage is pretty good. It's very likely if he lands his special as his first move, he will just get half of your health bar. Problem is, this is a game where characters can fly, including him, which means that if they're not on the ground, which most times in good matches, you're not normally going to be catching people on the ground all the time, that doesn't really matter. And in the air, I don't think he's that good. Other than ground punch, I don't think he has anything that crazy. I'm not saying he's ass the moment you hit the air. He's fine. He has some pretty decent range, but there's nothing super special I can say about Mr. Allen the Alien here that I'm like, ooh, crazy. His dash is pretty good. His dash covers like the entire bottom of the screen, which is nuts. I don't know why his dash is that good, but I mean, that's kind of it. Other than that, he is a fairly decent and simple Invincible versus character. If you want to learn the game, I think he's pretty good. Also, both of his level 1s are armored, which means if you get scared and you don't know what to do, you can just throw those out, which will most of the time work, especially if you've read the person is more aggressive. So I'd leave him there. Titan's got to go in C for me. It's kind of the same thing with Duplicate, where his unique mechanic is also his downfall. So the main thing with Titan is he can't fly. He does not really have good movement at all. I don't even think his boost dash is that good. So what does this lead to, chat? A very stubby character. And the thing is, he has armor, kind of like Battle Beast, would you look at that? And that's what covers up Battle Beast's weakness of not having good movement, is that if he does get in, he can armor you and kind of eat you alive. Titan has that for 6 hits, which is really the problem with Titan. His armored skin lasting only 6 hits, sometimes less, I feel. Sometimes I feel like I've been hit like 3 times and he loses it, is the issue. Because normally, if he's doing any of his specials, he's armored if he has his rock skin on. But the second he loses that, it's just a normal special. And what makes it worse, chat, is that all of Titan's specials are unsafe. If you block them or if he whiffs them and he doesn't have an assist or a tag in to cover his ass, he's just going to eat shit next. So that kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you. The second he loses his armor, he drops down here. Do I think you will be frequently losing your armor unless you're dominating the match? Yes. And that's an issue. It's cool that he has Rock Throw. Rock Throw kind of sucks. I'd say Rock Throw is probably like the worst projectile in the game. The best thing that he has is that when he knocks you down, he can get his mix up with his EX Rock, because you have to guess if he's going to let the overhead hit you first or the low hit you first, which is neat. It's really all he has. I also don't think he's a damage mongrel like some of the other characters are. He can't triple loop his EX. Like, Monster Girl can do that, Battle Beast can do that, he can't. The main thing you're going to be wanting to do with Titan is make people afraid to approach you, but if you fuck up, you then have to spend a bar. That's another really big issue with him. Anytime he loses his rock skin, he has to spend a bar to get it back. And if you fuck up the I have an image to uphold, and the other person does a ranged move, or they catch you or clip you with anything, there's a good chance I have an image to uphold, and then you'll immediately lose the rock skin anyway, and you have to reapply it, which means you have to feed him bar consistently if you're kind of struggling with him in a way that no other character really has to do. So I think he's neat. I think he's a fun, unique character, but he's not the best. he's not the greatest. There's not a ton I could say he excels in. Again, when he has rock skin up, I think he's fine. He might be in B, because again, he's still unsafe on all of his shit pretty much. But sad, the fact that he can lose it kind of puts him in C for me. In Conquest, I think Conquest is going in B. Conquest is fine. He has a projectile. He has an EX projectile, which is neat. He has a move where he can drift across the entire screen and then punch you. It crumples, and he can combo off of that, which is cool. He has a armored uppercut that he can do, so if he gets startled, he can just throw that out. He can also triple loop it like someone like Mark can. Other than that, there's really nothing super crazy I would say Conquest has. You could get mad like, oh yeah, you know, his level 1 where he dashes across the screen gets armor, but if you hit him early enough, it just knocks him out of it. His other move where it's like, depending on how far you are from a wall, it does more damage. I think that move just sucks. I'm sorry. I think it's literally butt cheeks, because there's not many times you're doing a combo in this game and then you pop level 1 and you're not close to a wall. Like, you're never getting the full damage out of that thing. So I'm gonna kind of leave him there. There's not really a ton I need to say for him. The best that pro players could say is that he had some pretty annoying level 1 loops, which I believe have just been nerfed. But even with that, intermediate players are not doing that. Again, intermediate players aren't really playing around assists in the smartest ways yet. So a lot of those level 1 loops that you're seeing the pro players do, you're not normally seeing on your ranked or casual session. So yeah, I think I'd have to leave him there. With that, that's been my casual Invincible versus tier list. I would love to know what you guys think in the comments below. And I've been M, and I am out.